Hello, you're watching Learn with Lovejeet, and in this video I will be discussing structures in C language. Basically, consider a scenario where I have a student in university. I have his name, his roll number and his marks, and I want to store data for 100 students. So considering these three different pieces of information for each student, that is name, roll number and marks, I may need 300 variables. Three variables for each student. Okay, considering 100 students, so 100 into 3, 300 variables. Okay, now these 300 variables will be scattered inside the memory. Okay, like I have a student named A. The name may be stored at memory location 1000. Marks for that student may be stored at memory location 3000, and marks may be stored at memory location 5000. So the piece of information for each student, may be scattered. It will not be contiguous, like name stored at 1001, roll number stored at 1002, and marks of student stored at 1003. And then after 1003, data of next student. So to have this user defined, okay, structure of storing this piece of information, what we can use structures in C language. Basically, structures are basically user defined data type to hold variables of different data types. So here, I have declared a structure of student, okay, student type. That is, the name of the structure is student. Now, the structure members are basically name, roll number, and marks. Name is basically a array of characters of 20 bytes of size 20, okay, not 20 bytes of size 20. Then roll number of type int of int data type and marks of int data type. So now when here I have three variables of structure, struct, student type, okay, s1, s2, s3. So when I basically refer to student s1, okay, when I refer to student s1, so the attributes of that student, that is name, roll number and marks, will be stored contiguously. Okay, now considering name is of 20 by 20, okay, size 20, and considering character take 1 byte, okay, so 20 bytes will be allocated to name. So now the name will be stored for student s1 from memory location 1000 to 1019, and then 1020 to 1023 will be storing roll number, and 1024 to 1027 will be storing marks. So now the data for students will be contiguous, it is not scattered. So now I can manage the data more, you know in useful way. So this is the basically use of structures. With structures, I will be packing different data type inside a particular name, okay, particular data type, user defined data type. So here see, I have defined a structure named student and the structure members. Basically these are my known as structure members, name, roll number and marks. And these are the variables, structure variables of type. The type is struct student, struct student. The type is basically the primitive data types in C language are int, float, double, char. And now the user defined data type, that is the data type that user defines, is basically this struct student. So now here I need node to define 300 variables. What can I have? I can have 100 variables of type struct student, okay, each of which will be storing three pieces of information: name, roll number, marks. Now, so this is declared now. So when we declare a structure, basically no memory is allocated. The memory will be only allocated when we use this structure variables to initialize these members. Okay, so now let's see the program to define structures. Okay, here I have declared a structure named student. Okay, and structure members are name, array. Okay, array named name of size 20 of character type, then roll number of int type, then marks of int type. Now inside this main function, what I am doing, I am basically declaring a variable s1. This is equivalent to this. If I write int a, okay, here I have declared a variable a of int type. So basically here I am declaring a variable s1 of type struct student. Okay, this struct student is basically equivalent to this int. That is the type of data this s1 will hold. Now using this, we access the members using this dot operator. So s1 dot marks means the marks for student s1. Here I have declared s1. Okay, so now s1 will be having three members, name, roll number and marks. So s1 dot marks, that is refer to this marks member of this s1. Okay, s1 variable. Okay, using this dot operator and initialize it to 100. Then using this struct copy, okay, string method, basically I am copying this string lovejeet to s1.name. Okay, basically I am accessing this array name, okay, array named name using this dot operator. Okay, so basically I am referring to the array named name of variable s1. Okay, this is the nomenclature. Then I am copying this string into this name, and then I am referring to this roll number, member roll number for this variable s1. Okay, and then I am initializing that with 131. Okay, this should be clear to you. I am referring to the members using the dot operator. First I defined a data type, okay, a variable s1 of data type struct student. Then inside that, now this s1 is of type struct student. So now inside this struct student I have three members. Okay, now I will be accessing or referring to those members using the dot operator. Here I am telling the compiler to initialize marks, member marks of s1 variable with 100, roll number with 131, and name, member named name of variable s1 with string lovejeet. And then here I am basically printing the values. See, this is taking time. Okay, here print lovejeet 131 100. Okay, these bottom three are basically next three printf statements. Okay, now this is clear. So what is basically a structure? Basically structure is basically a user defined data type that will be holding variables of different data types inside it. Okay, here I have declared a struct named student, and the members are name, roll number, marks. These members basically for each, here I have declared a variable named s1. Now for this variable named s1, these three pieces of information will be stored at contiguous memory locations. Okay, that is one at 1000 to 1019, then 1020 to 1023, then 1024 to 1027. These are not scattered. So now using this structure, the process to manage memory, okay, the process to manage information for particular student is now easy. So then I used dot operator to refer to those members inside these variables. Okay, then initialize those members and then print it here. Now on line 27, I have declared a pointer, like we have pointers of integer type. If I write int pointer ptr. Here this is a pointer named ptr of type integer. So same in case of struct, we have pointers. Here ptr is a pointer of type struct student. Okay, what that means is, that is ptr will be referring to some piece of information that is of type struct student. Okay, that will be of type structure named student. So what could be that piece of information? That piece of information could be this s1. Here I have declared a variable s1, okay, here of type struct student. Like here I have declared a variable named a of int type, and then ptr integer variable, integer pointer variable. Then I can write this statement. Okay, so basically inside ptr is referring to basically some piece of information of integer type. So same in case of this structure student. Okay, I have declared a pointer of type struct student, and then in the next line, on line 33, I am basically storing the address of s1, the variable s1 of type struct student inside this ptr. Okay, so now same as if I write here printf, okay, modulo d, then a. Now either I can print the value of a using this directly a, okay, or I can print the value using pointer ptr. Okay, these are two equivalent. So now same in case of this structure. Now I refer to these members name, roll number and marks using this dot operator, and on the left hand side of the dot operator, what was? It was variable. Now I can use pointer variable of type struct student to refer to this same piece of information name, roll number and marks that s1 refers to. Okay, because I have stored the address of s1 here. Okay, so I will be referring to this same piece of information using this pointer variable ptr, but now instead of dot operator, what I'm using this hyphen then arrow operator. On the left hand side of it, I will be having a pointer variable, and on right hand side I will be having a structure member. So now the piece of information for this both will be same, s1 dot name lovejeet, because I am storing the address of s1 here, so I will be referring to this same piece of information using this ptr. So now information printed will be same, see lovejeet 131 and 100. So these are two ways to refer to these member of class of structure. Okay, one way is to basically use declare a structure variable of structure type, okay, and then refer to it using the dot operator, and the other one is basically store the address of this variable of structure type inside a pointer of structure type, okay, same structure, and then I refer to the piece of information using this hyphen arrow operator. Okay, so this is about structures in C language. In my next video, I will be discussing problems related to these structures. Okay, keep watching, learn with Lovejeet. Thank you.